in nomine dinastri Satanae Luciferi excelsi. In domus di orem et dosium. In nomine Spiritus Domini Mundi est, Satanae. In nomine Ordo Novus Seclorum, in nomine Satanae. Hail Satan. Today was a new day at work, and it was kind of a busy day, namely because we basically lost everybody from my shift at work except for me and one other. Everybody else has just gotten up and left. I thought it was cool and challenging. As a traditional Satanist, it's always good to challenge yourself, to push yourself beyond your limits. So when I got home tonight, I felt the overall urge to remove the chair from my altar room. I lit 3 candles on the triangle of evocation. I had all the candles going on the altars. And I got down in full wardrobe and ritual and ceremonial wardrobe and just got in that circle of empowerment. And I started praying. I started evoking the Grand Duke Astaroth through Azazel, the ancient darkness, he who taught mankind how to forge metals, how to forge weapons of destruction, the alchemical changes, witchcraft. And then after about 45 minutes to an hour, I finally felt like it was time to get up and just leave. So I spent the next couple of hours reading and listening to videos on YouTube. So one of the things that I want to do is, first of all, I want to dedicate this video to my brother, John Saunders, who passed away from cancer. He always did readings from various different books, and I wanted to give honor to him, but I didn't know exactly how to outside of doing that funerary rite that I did the night that he passed away. You know, because he passed away early morning and I did the rite that night. So I haven't really been on much on social media to post or do videos since then. But I wanted to honor him and I wanted to do something that he would smile about. Okay. And as a fellow Satanist, a traditional and theistic Satanist, I found a very good prayer that I want to read in his honor. And this comes from a book by Aleister Nacht. Those of you who are not familiar with Aleister Nacht, he is a theistic Satanist of 35 plus years. He is a magus, and he is a leader of a satanic coven. He also does live videos on YouTube. He has his own pantheon, okay, as well. And he's also doing a priesthood, from what I understand, as of last year. So this man has put out at least 10 books and a journal, okay, a blank BOS type journal. So the name of the book is called Satanism and Devil Worship, and it looks like this, okay? This is by Aleister Nacht. So I wanted to do this reading for my brother John. So here it is. In the name of Satan, King of the earth, I summon the forces of darkness to bestow his blessings upon us. Come forth from the abyss and open wide the gates of hell to satisfy our wishes and desires. All hear the names Satan, Lucifer, Belial, Leviathan, Samael, black candles burning, Satan invoked, flesh is cut, offering made in the Master's name. I have given you, Satan, my blood, spilled for your victory. Come unto me as I open myself. Your essence consumes my soul. I am yours forever and eternally. My spirit declares your glory. You fill my mind and transform me. Darkness overcomes me, and I bask in its foreign pleasures. Your presence surrounds me. Therefore, I am never alone. With bended knee before your altar, I have made eternal oaths that can never be broken. May you always be glorified in everything I do. Where there was once stagnation, now there is chaos. Where there was once love is hatred. Satan, I am your temple. I feel your presence increasing within me. I praise you eternally, Lord Satan, Prince of Darkness, ancient servant. You are great and majestic, with a beauty that shines more than the sun and darker than the deepest hole in the universe. I embrace darkness. I embrace your light. Unholy Spirit, I invoke thee. Unholy Spirit, I summon thee. Unholy Spirit, I conjure thee. Come forth, unholy Spirit, and manifest within this body, this temple, which I have prepared. In consort this night, we ask thy unfailing assistance in this particular need. In the unity of unholy fellowship, we praise and honor first Lucifer Morningstar, Beelzebub, Lord of Regeneration, Belial, Prince of the Earth and Angel of Destruction, Leviathan, Beast of Revelation, Abaddon, Angel of the Bottomless Pit, and Asmodeus, Daemon of Lust. Of all the nameless and formless ones, the mighty and unnumerable hosts of hell, by whose assistance may we be strengthened in mind, body, and will on earth as it is in hell. We take this night our rightful due and trespass not on the path of pain. Lead us unto temptation and deliver us from false piety. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Deliver us, Almighty Satan, from all past errors and delusion, that having set one foot upon the path of darkness, and vowed ourselves to thy service, we may not weaken in our resolve, but with thy assistance grow in wisdom and strength. Satan, Lucifer, Belial, Leviathan, Samael. That was one good prayer. And I wanted to, when I read that prayer earlier, because I found myself going through a lot of the books on Satanism, from Anton LaVey's Satanic Bible to the Adversarial Bible of Michael W. Ford to the ONA books to even Aleister Nacht himself. I redid my altar. I cleansed it, blessed it, sanctified it. I even cleaned it to allow the natural currents to flow naturally. I felt like this was needed after losing two brothers this year alone. John Ramsey's back in January, and John Saunders in June. These two brothers were a part of my coven. I've known them for years. They will be missed. But as they say, life goes on. We do not mourn their loss. We revel in the way they lived their life in the service of Satanas. Anton LaVey, whose successor was Peter H. Gilmore, wrote a book called Satanic Scriptures. In this book, you have a few rites and a lot of other things, from classical music to rites and rituals to personalized thoughts. It's a great funerary rite within that alone. Hey, brother Bohemoth X, how you doing? Glad you can jump on you. So, the morning that I found out that John Saunders passed away, I ended up doing a lot of research and spent a lot of time in my altar room, just reading and studying, just going through everything that I could get my hands on from my personalized library. And I kept coming back to the funerary rite. So I did that rite. And only a few select people that John Saunders really respected. And remind me, Bohemoth, to send that to you as well. You are one person that I know he respected deeply. I sent this video out to them so they could see it. And a lot of them found some, well, let's just say they saw things that I didn't even notice, and I was there. For an example, when you go to start, just before you start the video, you have a finger across the lens that is black and red with a long fingernail. You're welcome, brother. During the rite itself, or at least the portion that was videoed, it was, the candles were going nuts. One in particular. The incense was so thick that the spirit bottle, the spirit jar that I had erected in honor of my brother, was was literally glowing lime green. The spirit bottle itself was very bright, like a crystal, with a few other things involved in it, but it was magnificent. They pointed this out to me, and I went in and I looked, and I found a few things that I found interesting. I don't always talk about what happens through possession or about my rites and rituals, but this was one that was very powerful. It was emotional, it was mental, and it was physical. It lasted a total of 4.5 hours. By the time I was done, I was drenched in sweat. And to this day, I wanted to honor him. And I saw a video by Behemoth X that he did. It was a great honor and dedication to John Saunders. He made a lot of points and a lot of, well, let's just say, touched on a lot of areas that I think people needed to hear, including myself. So thank you, Behemoth X, for that. So tonight, even though it's been a hell of a day at work, I just went through my books. And when I came across that prayer, I knew exactly how to honor my brother, my covenant member, my friend. He always did readings in his videos. Near the end, he always listened to music, and he always prayed to the demons, called on them. Now, I'm not a singer. Having me sing demonic names is like, well, a piano out of tune. Just not going to happen. It's like being on a dance floor without knowing how to dance. It'd be a fish out of water. So tonight I wanted to do that reading. I wanted to honor my brother. To this day, his spirit bottle that I created and erected for him remains on my altar, even the new setup. He will be honored and he's welcome in my temple anytime he feels he wants to come by. He may not be here in the physical flesh anymore, but the altar is a vortex. It is a dimension. It is a gateway to which we can meet and cross over together. He is more than welcome in my temple whenever he wants. And my thoughts will always be upon my brother and the other fallen from my coven. Even though Ramsey's wife and I are still the only ones left of the coven, we still walk the path true of heart with full dedication, commitment, and dedication. That's all I wanted to say. I hope you like the ritual, and if you want to, feel free to hit up Aleister Nacht. He's one hell of a satanic practitioner. He knows his shit, and most importantly, you can watch his videos right here on YouTube. Have a good one. I want to thank Behemoth X for stopping by. You're always welcome here, brother. And No Hearth Cyberspace. Welcome to the channel. I don't think you've been on here before. Glad you're here. For now, have a good night. I've got 2 more days left to work. Then I got 3 days to do what I love doing. Same to you, brother. My best to you and your family. Keep up the good work, Behemoth. Have a good night.